What's up, everybody? Welcome to my channel. Welcome to all the new subscribers. Welcome back to the old subscribers. I am doing some weekend energy for all the elements. And I'm going to be starting with the earth signs. I'm going to be trying something new. I have some intuitive messages for everybody, well, each sign individually, and then I'm going to be doing the messages spread for like how someone feels, what they want you to know, and the best way forward. So weekend energy for Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. So let's see what is the romance angel oracle card for the sign of Capricorn. The bottom is attraction. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. So maybe there's someone that you guys are like really attracted to and you're not really sure where it's gonna go. Okay. Taurus, your romance angel oracle card is let go of control issues. Allow the situation to unfold naturally. Meaning if something is meant to be, it'll be. I feel like you guys have an opinion about something. You want things to go a certain way, but if it's not meant to be, if someone decides to leave or if someone did leave, there's nothing you can do about what other people do, regardless of your opinion or what's best or what you think the outcome should be. Things are going to go how they're supposed to go. Your intuitive message was, it's not your fault and you can't fix this. So let's see what your messages are. What is a message about how this person feels about you, what they want you to know, the best way forward. If this is meant for you, it will be for you, Taurus. Some of you guys might be dealing with people who there's kids involved. Someone could be walking away. Someone might have walked away already. Someone could have been interested in another person. The bottom is the King of Cups. So this is someone that you love. This is someone that you care deeply about. Someone made you really happy once upon a time, and you want to have a conversation about I think some of you guys did try to start this new, but at the end of the day, someone did end up leaving because there were too many people involved. Someone kind of wanted to do their own thing, maybe with other people. The message and how they feel, you have the Tower card. I think that something happened really unexpectedly. Someone feels like maybe their stability was threatened, like this situation was bound to fall apart because of the way things just kind of happen. Then you have the Judgment card, so I just feel like a decision had to be made or still needs to be made, and maybe they felt like they made the best decision at that time for whatever reason. I don't think that it was necessarily done to hurt you. I just feel like someone made a decision based on all they knew at that time, and things kind of happened unexpectedly. Things kind of fell apart, and this was like this from the beginning, something that was kind of built on a faulty foundation, and now it's to that point where you have to make a decision about it, or maybe they made a decision recently about it. And I think that the main thing that the message is that this happened really unexpectedly for them too, but it just got to the point where there had to be a decision made. What do they want you to know? You have the Nine of Swords. Someone has a lot of anxiety about this. Someone isn't sleeping very well. There could be some depression here. I just feel like this wasn't something that they took lightly. This isn't something that was easy for them, because I feel like the feelings were mutual between you both. But someone just didn't want to give up the control of every situation, and maybe somewhere along the lines, things got blurry. Maybe they felt like they were the only ones that were in this, that they had to make this decision, and it was hard for them. The best way forward is the Six of Cups. I feel like your message for the best way forward is to remember the good times, remember the connection, and just know that if this is truly your soulmate, if this is someone that you're meant to be with, that this will always be here. You know, destiny always plays a part in things in life, and regardless of what happened or what decisions that were made in the past, if this is meant to be, it will be. But there's nothing that you can do to kind of manipulate it to go your way at this time. And I feel like you guys had a lot of good memories with someone, that there is a really strong connection here. But then you have time to get clear and wake up, Taurus. Maybe it's hard for you to make this decision. I think that the Magician is someone who manipulates things to go their way. I think you guys know how to do that most of the time, because, you know, your guys' symbol is the bull. The bull is all about leadership and stability and authority, and this is what the role that you're used to playing. And right now, you know, someone could be lying to you. There could have been a lot of things that happened in the situation, and whatever is going to happen is going to happen, and no amount of anxiety or anger is going to change the outcome of, you know, the universe is going to kind of step in. I think that the problem was there wasn't a solid decision made on either side of the fence, so the universe kind of stepped in, and it was kind of unexpected on both sides of the fence. Don't lie to yourself about this. Don't lie to other people about how you truly feel. I feel like think about what it is that you want, but just know that whatever's supposed to happen will happen, and just put it in the universe or God or whoever you believe in, put it in their hands, because that's basically all you can do right now. All right, Virgo, the message on how they feel, what they want you to know, and the best way forward. Someone could still be kind of waiting for you, thinking things are going to get better. Virgo, your romance angel oracle card is healing family issues. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. Sometimes we attract controlling low vibrational people because maybe the trust for us was fucked up at an early age. Maybe there's some things that our parents did either unknowingly or, you know, I think that a lot of us have parents who feel like they did the best that they could, even though they were a little fucked up at the time, whether or not they realize they did damage to us. It does help our healing and our growth, and to attract healthier people if we're able to heal the old wounds of the past. What is the message for Virgo? Even if that's hard to do, you know, it's more for your benefit than it is for anyone else's. The bottom is the Ten of Swords. Something ended pretty painfully for you, but at the same time, the 10 is the ending of this pain and suffering. You know, it's really only up from here. After this comes the clarity. After this comes a new beginning, a new opportunity. Your intuitive message was, Virgo, what do you want? And you is in capital letters. Do that. Maybe you guys are trying to heal a family situation because you think this is what the right thing is to do if there's children involved. You want your children to grow up with mother and father. You're trying to kind of go along with things for other people, but at the same time, I feel like trust is an issue. I feel like this hurts you really badly. This person kind of fucked you up mentally. They could have some pretty severe mental issues. You know, this was a really big challenge for you, but it also taught you about the importance of the decisions that you make in your life, especially for your children, for what you learn. It has something to do with the insight that you've gained and the self-discipline that will be yours in the future, you know? Because I feel like sometimes it's easier to live in a fantasy or see things for what we want and not really what they are, because maybe you guys are taking the time to heal now and you're kind of going through a lot of things, but at the same time, like, whatever people you've had in your life, there again, it's just going to happen the way that it's supposed to happen. And for some of you, this was really painful for you. Some of you guys could be dealing with a death. Or just feeling like you're at rock bottom with this, you know? You can't think about this anymore. The message on how they feel is the Knight of Swords. This person kind of has a lot to say, but they do it hastily. They do it without thinking. They do it in a way to hurt your feelings. They know what to say to you to get under your skin. I feel like a part of them wants to tell you, you know, their higher self wants to tell you that this wasn't your fault, that they made the choice to do this and act this way. And that kind of caused this ending. You know, I feel like someone's kind of taking accountability, whether or not they say it to you or not, or whether or not, you know, their higher self is where they're vibrating right now. I feel like deep down this person knows that their actions and the way that they handled things had a huge factor in how this thing plays out and how it did play out. What did they want you to know is the Two of Cups. Someone could have a drinking problem. Someone could have some low-key, is it pansexual or something where maybe they don't identify with just a female. They could identify with a male as well, whatever their sexual preference is. And maybe that's just something that you didn't know, or this kind of was the reason for their actions. But I feel like you guys did have some good times together. You guys did have a good partnership. There was this bond here, but I just feel like it's dried up. The feelings are kind of gone. Maybe they don't feel in the same degree or manner that you do, because maybe they are identifying with a different sexuality. And this is something that I don't even think that anyone in their family knows. The best way forward is the Moon card. The best way forward is to realize that there's some things that you don't know right now. There's some things that will be revealed to you in the future. That maybe the things that you don't know are actually going to benefit you. Maybe it's just that you're not ready for this, or maybe you do already know this. Some of you guys are really highly intuitive, or you kind of already kind of picked up on some of this energy. But I just feel like there's something that's still hidden. Maybe it's the direction of this bond or this relationship, or maybe it's still kind of up in the air. It's the unknown card. Maybe there just needs to be whatever, like your message said, what do you want to do? Do that. Like, the universe is kind of leaving it up to you to move in whatever direction suits you, because you did kind of get hurt in this, and it wasn't really your fault. Let's see what Virgo's card is. This one says parents, empathy, and understanding. For those of you that, there's more than one scenario here. For those of you that are parents, I think that you guys can still work this out, because I feel like, you know, you're very empathetic, you're very understanding people, and your children are going to benefit from that in the future. So if you have like doubts about yourself and your ability, your children aren't going to grow up anything like you did. And I feel like it's important to instill this knowledge into your children's head, that maybe things aren't going to work out, but at the same time, it's not going to affect how you're going to parent. Maybe it's a co-parenting situation, or maybe it's just you don't have kids yet and you're worried about what kind of parents you're going to be, because you don't know. You know, you feel like everything is you don't want to affect your kids in the same way that your parents did. And I feel like as a parent, you are doing just fine, or as a soon-to-be parent, you also be just fine. Capricorn, what is the message and how do they feel? What do they want you to know and the best way forward? Well, that was fast. Okay, the bottom is the Queen of Pentacles. So this is that motherly, loyal lady who's kind of sitting at home, you know, doing her thing. Maybe you're worried about money, maybe you're not sure how you're gonna do this, but I just think that maybe it's time to have a little bit more trust in the universe, because your romance angel oracle card is trust. It says the situation is calling for you to have faith. Have faith that the universe is going to provide everything in just the right time and way. A good affirmation for this is I trust that the universe will provide everything that I need in just the right time and place. I am blessed. Just trusting that everything that you need will be provided, that all of your worries and things will be taken care of. Your intuitive message was, Capricorn, just breathe. You started from the bottom, now you're here. Look around and remember that maybe you've been down before. Maybe you've built things back up. Maybe you're not seeing everything, that how far you've come because you're in a low place right now. You know, Capricorn doesn't worry about money. I see a new partnership and things balancing out in your favor, but it is going to require you to kind of make a decision that you don't really want to make right now. A message on how this person feels. You have the Seven of Pentacles and the Knight of Wands. I feel like this person, for one, has some trust issues, for one, has some healing that they need to do, and two, they put a lot of time into another situation, not necessarily yours, and now they're kind of doing what they want to do, kind of like, you know, the Knight of Wands is that playboy energy where they're kind of like flying around, thugging it out, and I just feel like they're kind of a free spirit right now because they've put time into things in the past and it just kind of wore them out, and they don't really want to do that anymore. Even though I feel like if they were to work on this, and that's another thing, is like if they were to invest in you, I think that they know that it would be a good investment. They're just not there yet. What do they want you to know? You have the Fool card with the Queen of Cups. I feel like if this person was able to heal and learn to trust again and do things in a different way, that you guys could have a new beginning, because there are some emotions here, but it's just something you don't talk about, or maybe this person doesn't talk about their emotions for you, you know what I mean? I just think like if the timing were a little bit different, if things were changed in a different way, that this person would be willing to have this new beginning with you, but they need you to kind of talk about how you feel, or maybe it's time to go in whatever direction, you know what I mean, that you have this new beginning here, but it's time to like be open and honest about how you feel about people in your life and how they truly make you feel, and you know, maybe the healing that you need to do within yourself. You know, the trust issues are kind of a factor here, but I just think like they see you as someone who is very loyal and down to earth, someone who is very beautiful, someone who's very caring and loving to the right people. Maybe you're kind of emotional right now, but I just think like maybe this is in the future, you know, they'd be willing to do this, but it's just like the energy is not really aligning to that right now. Maybe around the summertime, things could be different, or maybe they need more time to figure out what they want, because they don't really know. The best way forward is the King of Wands. The King of Wands is the entrepreneur. He is the charming, takes charge, takes action, does what the fuck he wants to do, makes boss moves, and doesn't really take any you know, anyone's shit for one, and they do what the fuck what they gotta do. Like, you know what you want to do, you know what I mean? It's time to kind of like boss up a little bit, remember who you are, you know, remember what your purpose is, or just know like you can do this, you can handle this, and whatever, you know, you're worried about, like you kind of have it handled, whether it's a business or an opportunity or whatever the case may be. It's like, you got this, you know what I mean? And you kind of know what you want to do regardless of the energy of someone else, you know. If this person were to kind of step their game up and go from the knight to the king, then maybe it would be something that you would be interested in. But I just feel like there's some other issues right now that are standing in the way of this coming together in that way right now. There's passion here, there's feelings, you know what I mean? But there's also like old shit that needs to be cleared out, and things need to be handled. So just remember, you know, what you want and what you can do and what you have done in the past. Let's see what your little card is. You have unable to move on. I feel like the person that you're dealing with is unable to move on from someone that they're currently dealing with, or someone that they dealt with in the past. And that's what's blocking this from coming together. So don't be sad. I mean, everything that you feel is real, but they need to move on from someone else, or maybe you do. With that being said, that is the weekend energy for all the earth signs. I'm still doing my love reading for $33 from now until the end of the month. I will put my information in the description box below. I hope everyone has a great weekend. Bye.